And you don't stop. We are in San Juan, Puerto Rico at the UPR, the University of Puerto Rico campus. Puerto Rico, the Caribbean island, population of 3.5 million, has been a colony of the United States since 1898. Ever since the Jones Act of 1920, Puerto Rico hasn't been able to have an independent economy, having to pay U.S. taxes and having to have their imports be brought in on U.S. ships. Today, after decades of a colonized economy, Puerto Rico finds itself in debt to the tune of $73 billion. How do we get here, and what is the way out? Today, we check in with Rafael Bernabé, a professor at UPR and an ex-candidate for governor for el Partido del Pueblo Trabajador.
The most visible aspect of the crisis in Puerto Rico today is the debt crisis. But as you mentioned, the debt crisis is part of a much bigger crisis. It's part of a crisis which includes the fact that the economy of Puerto Rico has been stagnant for more than a decade. It hasn't grown. We have lost about 250,000 jobs in 10 years. And that economic stagnation is behind that is what you have is the increasingly lack of effectiveness of the government's economic policy, which is based on the policy of tax exemption, which is the notion that you're going to attract foreign investments, you're going to attract U.S. corporations to Puerto Rico by offering to charge them very low or no taxes. And behind that policy of tax exemption, I would argue, you have the very structure of the Puerto Rican economy, which is what one would have to call a colonial structure, which is that the economy of Puerto Rico, ever since the early 20th century, has been controlled, has been dominated by large U.S. corporations that produce different kinds of goods in Puerto Rico that generate a tremendous amount of profit in Puerto Rico, but most of that profit is not reinvested in Puerto Rico. It leaves the island. And since it's not reinvested in Puerto Rico, it doesn't create employment in Puerto Rico, it doesn't create economic growth in Puerto Rico, it doesn't help the development of Puerto Rico. So you have the debt problem, but you have the economic stagnation problem, and you have the problem of the dependent structure of the Puerto Rican economy. And while you have to deal with the debt problem in an immediate sense, you also have to go deeper and see how you're going to restructure the Puerto Rican economy in a different way, because otherwise you're just going to keep reproducing the present situation. Since the crisis has several levels that you have to address, you have to have policies which address every different level. In the more immediate sense, we feel that the debt of Puerto Rico is unsustainable. Puerto Rico cannot pay this debt in the terms that it was originally contracted without inflicting terrible sacrifices, unacceptable sacrifices on the Puerto Rican people, and without foregoing policies that you would need to carry out in order for the economy to recuperate. So in the immediate future, we have to renegotiate that debt to carry out the policies of austerity that the government is proposing in order to pay the debt would only be more unfair for the Puerto Rican people. It would mean more social injustice in Puerto Rico, and it would also be economically inefficient. It would perpetuate the present crisis. We have seen in the last 2 years mobilizations by students at the university, by university workers, and both teaching and non-teaching, by teachers in the public school system, workers in the electrical system and other public agencies who have mobilized to defend their pensions, to defend their collective agreements, to defend their wages, and so on. So we should expect that these initiatives will intensify to the degree that the government insists in imposing its austerity policies.
Yo quiero escuchar los top 5 de Sete Nueve. A mí me
Top
interesa
five?
ver eso.
Top 5, mira, mi hijo se llama Chris Rakim, so you know KRS and Rakim. So Big Daddy Kane, Nas, Illmatic is mi álbum favorito, so KRS, Rakim,
Big Daddy
Kane.
Kane, te falta uno.
Black Thought.
Y MC que de Latinoamérica.
Influencia, Luis Díaz. Tengo mucha gente que quiero, Vanity Youth, Boca Floja, Cancerbero, en paz descanse. Es que yo
La tierra de los poetas.
La tierra, Rebeldías, ¿me entiendes?
Hábleme un poco de cómo ustedes como músicos están viviendo lo que es esta crisis de que se está hablando tanto.
Hay problemas de economía, sí hay, pero hay más problemas en la ignorancia de la gente sobre la política del país, a quienes escogemos para administrar y gobernar este país. Ahí está la pobreza de verdad, porque la historia de Puerto Rico refleja que son la misma gente. Elecciones tras elecciones siguen ganando las elecciones
los mismos partidos políticos, los mismos personajes. Necesitamos que la gente empiece a atreverse a buscar otras formas no sé, de escoger a la gente. Aquí en Puerto Rico hay mucho talento, hay mucha gente. Nosotros tenemos muchos recursos. Sí se está viendo un poquito más fuerte, pero nosotros seguimos batallando, nosotros seguimos día a día, tú sabes. Mi generación está cosechando ¿qué? ¿Está cosechando qué? ¿Está cosechando qué? ¿Está cosechando qué? Música de resistencia. Yeah. Yo. No me engañan las noticias porque nunca las escucho. La tele te idiotiza, tienen el bolsillo sucio. Dale la espalda a un sistema que es injusto. Dale la espalda a quien no te da la mano. Los asesinos grandes se disfrazan de cristianos. Los asesinos grandes llevan en el pecho un rango. Hablan bonito y tienen el cuello blanco. Los asesinos grandes no son solo los del barrio. No le hagas caso a lo que dicen los diarios. Dale fuego al chota y al abusador. La calle no perdona al que abuse de un menor. Fuego para el gobierno y la autoridad. Jode con tus habichuelas, no con las de los demás. Los sapos y lambones nunca entran en mi reino. Firme y solidario por la lucha del convenio. Soy revolucionario, mi guerrilla es en estéreo. Cargo mi abecedario, rimo sobre mi criterio. En la calle somos brutos, al mismo tiempo genio. Te pasas de la raya y te mandamos para el infierno. Aquí vamos para la playa en los días del infierno. Tira la toalla, otro te corre tu chencho. En el mundo de la droga las esquinas son los templos. Las almas en la calle son perfectas para eso. Salte de mi isla, salte de mi puerto. Ustedes son los ricos, nosotros los hambrientos. Fuego para tu abuso y tu cabildeo. Desde Puerto Rico te regalamos un deo. Te limpiamos el hocico si te guillas de vaquero. Antes que llore tu vieja, llora primero. Los Federicos son ratones del imperio. Mataron al Bisu, también a Filiberto. Matan niños iraquíes con una guerra de inventos. Los dueños del petróleo, Babilonia vende sueños. Tus ricos millonarios se dividen los impuestos. Se suben los sueldos, nos siembran el terror, siguen sembrándonos miedo. El hambre y la miseria son los frutos de este suelo. Y en mi generación estamos cosechando ¿qué? Estamos cosechando ¿qué? Estamos cosechando fuego, 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 fuego. Hay un planeta que no respira profundo. El universo no se mueve en un segundo. Una sonrisa no nos va a cambiar el mundo. Hay que girar la ruta entera hacia un nuevo rumbo. Girar la ruta entera hacia un nuevo rumbo. Nos siembran el terror, siguen sembrándonos miedo. El hambre y la miseria son los frutos de este suelo. Y mi generación está cosechando ¿qué? Está cosechando ¿qué? Está cosechando fuego, 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 fuego. Fire burn.